The silent hour begins with the introduction of Frank Shaw, a skilled detective in the homicide division. Frank is deaf, a result of a traumatic on-the-job accident. Despite his disability, he continues to work diligently, adapting to his new reality with the aid of sign language and other tools. The opening scenes depict Boston as a city teetering on the edge of lawlessness, with corruption and crime infiltrating even the highest echelons of authority. Frank's personal life is also fractured. He is estranged from his daughter, Sam, and struggles with his loss of hearing, which impacts his sense of self and connection to the world. Through brief flashbacks and interactions, we learn that Frank has a history of being a compassionate yet relentless officer, driven by a desire for justice. A witness in danger. The plot kicks off when Frank is assigned to protect Ava, a young woman who unknowingly becomes the key witness to a murder involving corrupt police officers and organized crime. Ava is a recovering drug addict, attempting to turn her life around while working as a photographer. She inadvertently captures photographic evidence of the crime, placing her life in jeopardy. Frank's first meeting with Ava is tense. She is skeptical of his ability to protect her, particularly because of his disability, while Frank struggles to gain her trust. The dynamics between the two gradually shift as Ava realizes that Frank's loss of hearing doesn't make him any less capable. Their communication, initially fraught with misunderstandings, improves as they rely on a combination of sign language and mutual understanding. A conspiracy unveiled. As Frank investigates Ava's situation, he uncovers a vast conspiracy involving dirty cops, including individuals within his own department. The evidence suggests that the criminal syndicate has infiltrated the police force, using its power to eliminate threats and silence whistleblowers. The murder Ava witnessed is part of a larger cover-up to protect the syndicate's interests. Frank's dedication to the case alienates him further from his colleagues, who either distrust his methods or are complicit in the corruption. Meanwhile, Ava's vulnerability comes to light as she confides in Frank about her struggles with addiction and the guilt she feels for past mistakes. These moments of vulnerability deepen their bond, as both characters find solace in each other's resilience and determination. Tensions escalate. The stakes heighten when Ava's identity as a witness is leaked, forcing Frank to move her to a safe house. The revelation that someone within the police department is feeding information to the syndicate intensifies the tension. Frank must navigate a maze of deceit, relying on his instincts and resourcefulness to protect Ava. The safe house becomes a battleground when assassins sent by the syndicate attempt to eliminate Ava. The ensuing action sequences showcase Frank's ingenuity as he compensates for his hearing loss by using visual and tactile cues to outmaneuver the attackers. Despite being outnumbered, Frank's tenacity and Ava's quick thinking allow them to escape. Amid the chaos, Ava discovers more about Frank's past. She learns about his accident, which occurred during a high-stakes operation, and how it cost him not only his hearing but also his relationship with his daughter. These revelations add emotional depth to Frank's character, highlighting his struggles with loss and redemption. Fighting back. Determined to turn the tide, Frank and Ava devise a plan to expose the syndicate. Using Ava's photographic evidence and additional information gathered during their escape, they compile a dossier that could bring down the entire network of corruption. However, their efforts are hampered by the constant threat of betrayal, as it becomes clear that the syndicate has spies everywhere. Frank reaches out to a trusted ally within the department, but his trust is tested when another ambush reveals just how deeply the corruption runs. Ava's resolve is also tested as she grapples with her fear of being a target and the temptation to return to her old habits. Through Frank's unwavering support, she finds the strength to persevere. The final showdown. The climax takes place during a daring operation to deliver the evidence to a federal prosecutor. Frank and Ava must navigate a labyrinth of dangers, from hostile agents within the police force to relentless assassins from the syndicate. The action sequences are both intense and poignant, as Frank's disability becomes both a challenge and a unique strength. His heightened awareness of his surroundings and reliance on visual cues allow him to anticipate threats in ways others cannot. In a harrowing moment, Ava is captured by the syndicate, forcing Frank to confront his fears and push his limits to rescue her. The final confrontation occurs in a derelict building, where Frank outsmarts the syndicate's leader, using his knowledge of the terrain and his unyielding determination to protect Ava and bring the criminals to justice. Resolution, redemption and renewal. With the syndicate dismantled and the evidence handed over to the authorities, Frank and Ava finally find a moment of peace. Ava decides to start a new life, inspired by Frank's courage and resilience. Meanwhile, Frank takes steps to mend his relationship with his daughter, attending one of her guitar performances and rediscovering the joy of shared experiences. The Silent Hour is a gripping and emotionally resonant thriller that blends action, drama, and character-driven storytelling. Its portrayal of a deaf protagonist breaking barriers and defying expectations makes it both a compelling narrative and a celebration of human resilience. Frank Shaw, the underdog hero. Frank Shaw's journey in The Silent Hour is one of profound transformation. Introduced as a man struggling to adapt to his new reality, Frank initially appears withdrawn and unsure of his place in a world that values physical perfection and flawless communication. His deafness is portrayed not as a weakness but as a unique lens through which he interacts with the world, offering a refreshing take on the archetypal hero. Frank's resilience stems from his ability to find alternative ways to connect and act. His use of American Sign Language, ASL, lip reading, and adaptive techniques becomes a crucial asset in navigating the dangers of his mission. However, his growth goes beyond physical skills. The emotional core of Frank's arc lies in his reconnection with humanity, first through Ava and later through his daughter, Sam. Frank's poignant admission about missing Sam playing her guitar highlights the deep emotional impact of his hearing loss. The film uses these moments to explore grief and acceptance, ultimately portraying Frank's journey as one of rediscovery, where he learns to find joy in what remains rather than dwelling on what he has lost. Ava, the imperfect witness. Ava's character is a refreshing deviation from the typical damsel in distress trope. While initially portrayed as vulnerable and unsure, she quickly evolves into a formidable partner in Frank's quest for justice. Her backstory as a recovering addict adds layers to her character, painting her as someone haunted by her past but striving for a better future. The relationship between Frank and Ava serves as the film's emotional backbone. Their bond grows through shared adversity, transforming them into unlikely allies who challenge and inspire each other. Ava's eventual decision to stay and fight, despite having the option to flee, marks a turning point in her journey toward redemption. Ava's candidness about her struggles, including her relapse fears and the guilt she carries, mirrors Frank's vulnerability. Together, they represent two individuals seeking purpose and strength amid their brokenness, showing that true courage lies in confronting one's flaws and fears. The antagonists, corruption and betrayal. The villains of the Silent Hour are multifaceted, reflecting the pervasive corruption within the system. The criminal syndicate's infiltration of the police force adds a layer of complexity, as Frank cannot trust the very institution meant to protect him and Ava. The betrayal by a fellow officer is particularly impactful, forcing Frank to grapple with feelings of anger and disillusionment. The syndicate leader's cold pragmatism contrasts sharply with Frank's moral conviction. This dichotomy underscores the film's exploration of justice and morality, challenging the audience to consider the sacrifices required to confront systemic evil. Themes explored in depth. Resilience in the face of adversity. Frank's ability to adapt to his hearing loss and continue his work as a detective is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. His journey emphasizes that disabilities do not define a person's worth or capabilities. Instead, they present opportunities for innovation and growth, as seen in Frank's creative problem-solving during action sequences. Ava's resilience is equally compelling. Her struggle with addiction and her determination to overcome it mirrors Frank's battle with his limitations, creating a parallel that reinforces the film's central theme of perseverance. Trust and human connection. The relationship between Frank and Ava highlights the importance of trust in overcoming adversity. Their initial mistrust evolves into a deep bond forged through shared experiences and mutual respect. This connection allows both characters to heal and grow, showcasing the transformative power of genuine human relationships. Justice vs. corruption. The Silent Hour critiques systemic corruption, illustrating the challenges of fighting for justice in a world where the lines between right and wrong are often blurred. Frank's determination to expose the truth, despite the odds stacked against him, serves as a call to action for viewers to confront injustice in their own lives. Identity and purpose. Frank's arc is a poignant exploration of identity and purpose. His journey from self-doubt to self-acceptance reflects the universal struggle to find meaning amid life's challenges. By embracing his deafness as a part of who he is, Frank reclaims his identity and rediscovers his purpose as a protector and a father. Climactic moments, action and emotion. The film's final act delivers both high-stakes action and emotional catharsis. The scenes leading up to the climactic showdown are packed with tension, as Frank and Ava outmaneuver their pursuers while navigating the dangers of the city. Frank's ingenuity shines in these moments, as he uses visual cues and his heightened awareness to anticipate and counter the syndicate's moves. The emotional payoff comes in the aftermath of their victory. Ava's decision to turn her life around and Frank's reconciliation with his daughter provide a satisfying conclusion to their arcs. The film ends on a hopeful note, emphasizing the importance of resilience, connection, and the pursuit of justice. Conclusion: a powerful and resonant thriller. The Silent Hour is a masterful blend of action, drama, and character-driven storytelling. Its nuanced portrayal of disability, resilience, and redemption sets it apart from conventional thrillers, offering a deeply emotional and thought-provoking experience. Through Frank and Ava's journey, the film delivers a powerful message about the strength of the human spirit and the importance of fighting for justice, even in the face of overwhelming odds. With its compelling characters, gripping narrative, and thematic depth, The Silent Hour leaves a lasting impression, resonating with audiences long after the credits roll. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.